Well, it has nothing to do with the model, but I just wanted to show you that we had snow last night, and it was about 4 inches, 10 centimeters on the ground, and of course the tractor came and cleaned the drive, but it's cold. It's -12, and with the wind factor it's something like -18 Celsius. Sorry for my shaking hands here. Yeah, we have snow on the ground. And I will show you where I'm going with this snow. I'm going downstairs because I wanted to show you my fire, my wood fire in the wood stove. So for that, the first thing it was to empty the ash buckets, and I emptied them there on the driveway, because the driveway is a bit sloped, and now the buckets are ready for the new ash. Yeah. So this is the setup. First about these baskets. We put seeds in there. We keep these baskets usually during the day in the snow outside, and we hope that in time some of the birds around will learn the place and will come to eat something good in the middle of January, in the middle of the winter. Now I brought them inside because it was snow, and the baskets were all wet and frozen and full of snow, and they spent the night here in front of the wood stove, and they got dried up with a terrible heat from this wood stove. This is the general setup. Keep in mind my basement is closed but not finished. I won't show you any more of the basement for now, but this is the wood stove. Yes, it doesn't look much on the screen, but it has quite a big volume. It eats a lot of wood. Yeah. And I have these buckets. One of them is with cover from the previous owners. They left it, and so I will have to clean the ash first from the wood stove. I'm gonna use the one without the cover today. There is some water on the bottom because I've been outside in the snow to empty the buckets on the driveway, as I said. No worries, that water will be gone very soon. So yeah, I'm having this long shovel. Try to keep it inclined so as not to make quite a mess of ash and dust in here. There is some dust coming out of the bucket, but it's going inside because the ash is still warm, and there is a current of air still going inside the wood stove. clean everything. I think we are just about done. Enough. And that's about it. This one will go outside. I'm gonna add some paper in there. Ideally some fine paper, not very thick, from magazine, journals, old files, doesn't matter. It's important to have paper in there at the very beginning of the fire. Don't put thick cardboard in there, because it's gonna be a lot of smoke, and there is no enough airflow, and that lot of smoke will come back in the room if you ever try that. I learned it the hard way, so only fine paper in there at the beginning. I'm adding now some twigs, small wood, fire starter, nothing chemical, just the twigs from the forest fallen on the ground. I even have something like this. You can call it the skin of the tree, and I don't know how you call them in English, but they burn wonderful in the beginning of the fire. They actually burn better than the paper. And I'm gonna add some small wood right after that. The pieces are so small, I mean so light, because wood is very dry. Sorry about that. And it's gonna burn very easily in the beginning. See that I put them everything almost at vertical, as vertical as I can, to give it a bit of traction to that airflow towards the vertical when it's gonna start, because otherwise it's coming back into the room. And now I will try to actually start the fire around what I did in there. I don't know for the rest of the men, but I have a feeling for many men, if not most of them, it's very important to have their own fire, their own wooden fire. I don't know, for me it gives me something to start the fire every morning and to start the day this way, and to leave it develop from there. So you see, that was the paper, and I might have had some branches from a conifer or something, and it started violently, it started very fast. Yeah. A nice sound, eh? Some more firewood, but only small pieces. That noise in the very beginning of the fire is actually the skin. The skin I showed you, That one is full of some substance, some chemical, I don't know. But, it's burning so nicely in the beginning. You can see everything has airflow towards the vertical and no smoke in the room. Not at all. Well, this should be enough for the first hour or so. And of course during the day, every hour and a half or so, I have to come back to put more wood on the fire, to add more wood, because otherwise it's gonna die down. But yeah, you get used to it, I think. And now it would be a good moment to start closing the doors. Now it's gonna be quiet. It takes air from here, from these two valves, like this. More air, less air. You can set them up the way you want. And, yeah. And it's gonna be very warm in here. Right now I have 18 degrees in this basement, 18 Celsius, but I can tell you in 1 hour it will be something like 24, 25, because this is a very powerful machine. It's not even a machine, it's a dead stupid firebox, but it generates so much heat. Let's look inside once again. You open it slowly, otherwise the smoke is gonna come into the room. That's about it for the fire. Yes, this morning. Step 5. This would be the last step before going to the building of the island. For some reason my camera is moving by itself. Strange, huh? Well, now for this step we have quite a lot of small pieces all around the upper deck. And these are mainly bollards, like here, and capstans for the anchor chains. The two masts, the two small masts for the flags, forward and rear. The big pieces in the middle, the D10, 11, 14, 15, 17, whatever. We also have some other small pieces, like the Ks, K2, many of them. I don't know what they are doing, what they were doing.
and quite a number of hose spools, I think you can call them like this, for firefighting or whatever. So we have a number of pieces here. I think we're having 20 or 25 of them to be installed now in step 5. Another thing I wanted to say is that these many pieces on the upper deck will be the same color at the Admiral Bridge, that is XF65, the field grey, and whatever is existing already will be the same color. Another thing is all these barbettes under the turrets, they will be left their existing color, the original color. The turrets on top, I have one version would be to paint them a light grey and the roof dark grey and the guns also dark grey. Another version would be to leave them the same color as the original plastic, but just to paint the roofs and the guns another color. So this is what's in my mind now. It might change during the build. I mean, for the turrets, if you follow the instructions, the turrets are only at step 37, 38, 39. So we are very far from that. Very far from that. But my thinking perhaps will evolve. I will change my mind a couple of times, and we'll see from there. Also, I would like to color these anchor chain ports. I would like to paint them dark yellow or something like this. We'll see. So I will start proceeding with painting and then installing all these various small pieces. Now that we got into step 5, which is a multitude of small pieces to be installed on the upper deck, let's at least look at these pieces and try to identify some of them. I did already the exercise, and I painted them, all of them, in the XF65, the field grey. And if you start the fore of the ship with the small flag masts, these are there are so many of them. These are D43 and 44, the masts, and then you have 2 spools of the K6 for the mast supports, and another K6 here. And then going forward we have some bollards that are J25. There are multiple J's to be installed. The 25, the 26 small bollards, the 27 some hose spools, and the 28 other type of hose spools, and finally the 29 the capstans. Then we have a family of pieces, the K2. K2, which they don't look much. They're to be installed in there. I think they were ventilation shafts or ventilation caps, I don't know. And then you have some photo etch. These B, can't even see their numbers, they are so small. B14 and B13, B13 and B14. So all this collection of super small pieces, they have to be installed on the deck. And also in this step we have some big pieces. These ones, like D, 10, 11, 14, 15, 16, 17, which I will not paint. They are hidden or almost hidden under the island that we're gonna build and install separately. So these ones are not to be built. What else? What else is the this on the ship itself? We have these cabins and roofs. I think this whole part is hidden, so I shouldn't care too much about this, but we have some other stuff, small stuff here already installed on the deck, and these things, they will have to be painted the same color as the Admiral Bridge, the color I've decided to put on this deck, the field gray. So this I didn't do yet. Now at the fore of the ship we have a couple of pieces to install, and the first thing I want to say is that this flag support here and the other side of the ship at the end I will not install now, because I know myself, I will break it down sometimes in the future when I do other stuff on the ship. The second thing is that we have pieces to install. We have pieces to install here, here, and in these three, even here, holes, but not in these three holes. These three holes are to remain free. there is nothing. If you even look to the end of the model, at the very last page, there is nothing in there. There is nothing in there. And I think those were the holes where perhaps the anchor chains would have gone around the capstans and coming back and enter in their anchor chain pits like this, and the corresponding ones on the other side. But they don't even look, they don't even show it like this in the model. It's like the anchor chain would have stayed near, very close to the hole, but not going inside. This is what the instructions show. So these would be two interesting observations. Now perhaps the first of the things I have to put, there are these bollards here, the J25, and the J25 are these two. We have two here, and we have two more at the rear of the ship on the other sprue. Keep in mind these J sprues, they came in twos. So this is what I'm going to do. Going to start working on those ones.